Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kid Lee, and we're going to take a look at Hearthstone Heroes of Warcraft. This is Blizzard's first attempt at a free-to-play game. Now, just keep in mind as I am going through this that this game is currently still in beta, and anything and everything may change. So, this game is a card game. Now you might say, well, wait a minute, a trading card game? And no, there's actually no trading in this at all. This is much more of a deck building or card collecting type game. So here are the basics of this game. What they've done is they've taken World of Warcraft, or just sort of the Warcraft universe in general, and they've put a lot of the core concepts into this game. So for instance, we all know what a fireball does, what a frostbolt does, what a murloc is, what a stormwind champion is. We all know all these, creatures and spell effects and all these things from the Warcraft universe. So those are sort of the core concepts of the game. So as we have on the screen here, this is sort of the starting screen. Right sort of at the top, or maybe even dead center, we have our three main modes. We have play, practice, and arena. The practice mode basically lets you go in and just practice playing against the AI. Now, the play mode is playing against real people, and then the arena system is you also playing against real people, but it's basically you start out with a hero and you go through a sort of card, almost like a draft, and then you basically go against people until you are defeated 3 times. So let me go ahead and start breaking this down a little bit. We're going to go into the My Collection. As soon as it loads. So, this is how this game breaks it down. It has taken the classes from World of Warcraft. Hunter, or actually let me back up. Druid, Hunter, Mage, Paladin, Priest, Rogue, Shaman, Warlock, and Warrior. And those are your basic hero or champion types. And then you also have what's known as neutral cards. Now, in this particular area here, before we start looking at the cards, this is the area here where you can build your custom decks, and then this game also has a crafting mode. In the crafting mode, it allows you to actually disenchant cards. So if we click on the leopard gnome here, it'll come up and say, I can either create a new one, and it'll cost me 40 dust, which you can see I currently have 80, or I can disenchant it, and it'll give me 5. Now, generally, you don't want to disenchant cards you already have. You only want to do that if you have doubles or triples or whatever. And as you can see underneath the card, it says basically like an X times 1. So I only have one of those. So I don't want to disenchant it. Now, there are a couple of different ways to get cards. Using this crafting system, as you get dust, you can actually craft cards. So that is one way. Otherwise, when you play the game and you level up, you get experience, and you complete things, that is one way to get, or a second way to get cards. And then sort of the third way to get cards are the actual packs, which I will explain here in a moment. But let's continue on with this crafting system for the moment. So let's say I wanted the hungry crab here. I can see it would take 400 dust in order to craft him, so we can't craft him at the moment. Let's see if we can find something that is a little... Let's go back to neutral. Is there something about the abusive sergeant? He is 40 dust. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to create him and burn half of our dust. And bing, bang, boom, we now have that card. And obviously you can see the ones that I have grayed out are the cards that I do not have. So, as I was kind of saying a little before, each hero... Actually, let me get out of crafting mode, go back to normal mode here. And we'll switch back to all cards. Each hero has a set of cards that is basically their own. And then all heroes get the neutral cards. Now, what these numbers mean on the cards, I will explain that here in a moment as well. But that is basically this area of the game. It's basically your crafting mode, your deck building, and seeing what cards you have. So we'll go ahead and we'll hit back. And we will go to the practice mode. Now here it lists all the champions, and you can see that some of the champions have the WoW style quest mark over their head. When you start the game from scratch, you are given the mage, and all the rest of them are basically grayed out. And in order to unlock the other heroes, you have to defeat them in battle. Then once you have them unlocked, the first thing you have to do is get their starting deck, or complete their starting deck. So the mage and the druid, it is done, so their questing mark is removed. So if we go over the hunter here for a second, you'll see that I only have 10 of 20 of his basic cards. And you'll also notice that he's level 1. If I go back to the mage, he's level 14, the druid is level 12. So you're also leveling each of these individually, and then as a whole, you have a total level of yourself. So if I actually go back and I go to, I believe it's the quest log? Yes, it is. Here you can see that my total level is 43 right now, and I've got a 14, a 7, a 12, and a bunch of 1s, and a 5 priest. And it also gives me some information in the play mode, how many wins I have, and how many wins I have in the arena mode. And then down below here, the game also features WoW-style daily quests. And right now I've done 2 of them, and I've only got the 1 left for today. And this one is a priest or warlock victory, win 2 games with a priest or warlock, and I'll get 40 gold. And so over here on the lower right, you can see I have 270 gold. Now we'll go ahead and we'll back out of that. And I told you that there was a third way to get packs. Basically, if you have enough gold, you then go to the store, and you can buy 1 pack for every 100 gold. So that is your other way of getting packs. So I think it's time for us to go ahead and jump into the game and see what this is all about. So we'll go ahead and we'll start with my druid. And we'll jump into battle, and it comes up and it says, who do you want to go against? Let's go against the hunter. And it queues us up, and this is basically your load screen.
Malfurion versus Rexar!
Let the hunt begin. I must protect the wild.
So, it comes up with basically a starting hand for us. We get 4 cards to choose from. Now the Healing Touch, this is a 3. I'm actually going to discard this and replace it, and we're going to get another Innervate. Okay. And I get the coin. And the Hunter is going to lay down a Goldshire Footman, which is a taunt card. And I get a Stone Tusk Boar. Okay, so here is the battlefield. Each battlefield is a little bit different, but the core concept is the same. So as I said a bit before, we have the druid versus the hunter. You'll see underneath the hero they have a 30 health. Now each hero has a special ability. For the druid, we get a shapeshift, which is a +1 attack and a +1 armor. And for the hunter, he gets a steady shot, which deals 2 damage. Now, when we take a look at the cards, each card has a blue number in the upper left. That is your mana crystal or mana cost. Then the 2 numbers on the side, the yellow one is his attack, and the red one is his health. Now, each round, you get more mana crystals, and the mana crystals are down here, sort of on the lower right. So right now, I only have 1 mana crystal. Going back to the cards for a second, some cards have special abilities and others do not. Now, the boar here, it says charge, meaning as soon as I lay him down, he is able to attack. Now, if we go back to this Goldshire Footman, who's on the field, his special ability is Taunt. Now, again, if you've played World of Warcraft, what does Taunt do? It draws all enemies to you. So, if he has a Taunt card on the field, I cannot attack his hero. I have to basically defeat his Taunt card before I can do anything to him. Now, with that being said, there are certain abilities or special abilities that do allow us to ignore the Taunt card. So, we'll go ahead and we'll start here. Like I said, we have 1 mana crystal, so we only have 2 options. We can throw down our Stone Tusk Boar with a charge, or we can throw down our Elven Archer. I think in this case we are going to throw down the Elven Archer. Now, she has a battle cry which will allow me to immediately deal 1 damage with her bow attack. So I'll put her on the field,
1 shot, 1
and it comes up with this arrow asking me who do I want to attack. And in this case, we can only attack his footman because he's a taunt card. So she shoots the arrow, knocks him down to 1 health. Now I am out of mana, so there's nothing more for me to do this turn, so I will end my turn. So the hunter draws a card, and he throws down a Novus Engineer, which is going to allow him to draw another card. His taunt card then attacked me, took me down by 1 health. I now get another boar. Now in this case, I'm up to 2 mana, and I've actually got 2 number 1 boars. So I'm going to lay down both boars, which gives me 3 minions on the field, and I'm going to take out his taunt, and I'm going to go after his hero. And we'll go ahead. Oh, actually, my archer can go. My archer's also going to go after his hero. So he's down to 28 now. And we'll end our turn. He draws a card, and he throws down another Goldshire Footman with another taunt, and he throws down a Novus Engineer, which allows him to draw yet another card. He takes out my archer, and he's done. And I get a Bloodfin Raptor. Now, the other kind of cool thing about these maps is these maps are sort of interactive. I can sit here and I can click on the sand, and it makes noises, and I can mess around with this blimp here. I can mess around with the gate. I can load rocks into the catapult and fire them. And all the maps are a little different, just sort of goofy little things you can mess around with as you're playing. Okay, so we're at 3 mana, so what options do we have here? I think what I'm going to do is actually use an Innervate, which will get me 2 more mana crystals this turn, which will bring me up to 5, and I'm going to lay down my Raptor and my River Crocodile. So I have got 3, 4, 5, 6 damage on the field. First thing to do, which I can't do yet, is I'm going to take his taunt card down to 1. And that is it. That's all I can do. You can see the little sleep symbol over these guys. That means they cannot move this turn. So I'm going to end my turn, and we will see what he's got. He's going to lay down an Ironfur Grizzly, which is another taunt card. He lays down a Timberwolf, which will buff other beasts. And he's attacking my hero with his Novus Engineers and his Goldshire Footmen. And I pull out a Bloodfist Ogre. So right now, he definitely has the board advantage because he's got way more cards out there than I do. My problem is I have a severe lack of minions. I mean, I've got these 2 mana cards, but I've got like no minions I can lay down except for this ogre here. And I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to burn these cards to get my ogre out, which is going to clear my cards out. So I've got 4, 5, 6. We'll lay down the Innervate. We'll throw down the ogre. Alright, so now we got to decide what we're going to get rid of. We should be able to clear out his taunt cards here. So we're going to do it. Raptor versus Bear. That's a trade. And Crocodile versus Footman, and that's trade. And I am done. He draws a card, and he pulls out a Raid Leader, which buffs all of his guys on the field. And he does his special move, the Steady Shot, and takes me down 2 more. And now he starts attacking me with everything he's got. And all of his guys are killing themselves against my Ogre. Now I get a Healing Touch, and what I'm actually going to do with this is I'm going to use it to heal my Ogre. Now he's back up to full health. And for the first time, I'm actually going to shapeshift, which gives me an armor and attack. And I'm going to burn his hero down here. A big 6 to attack. Boom. And here's a 1. So now he's down to 21, I'm at 24, and we are done. So what do you got, Hunter? What do you got? Another Steady Shot. Takes me down by 1 technically, and he pulls out an Oasis Snapjaw. Raid Leader goes after my Ogre, and he's done. Oh, I pull out a Core Hound from the deck. Very nice. And I'm going to use him right now. Card comes out, Core Hound goes down. So I've got some massive beasts out there right now. Now that Oasis Snapjaw, he's only got 2 attack, but he's got 7 health, which I think I'll probably just let the Core Hound take care of him. So for now, we're going to take Ogre versus Hunter. And he's down to 15, just like that. Come on, Hunter, what do you got? Oh, he pulls out his own Core Hound, which completely changes my strategy. And I get an Oasis Snapjaw. So we're going to do straight trades here is what's going to happen. We'll lay down the Snapjaw. We'll shapeshift. Actually, alright, here's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to kill the Snapjaw. And let's see here. We've got... Actually, you know what? This is over. I can kill him. I can straight kill him. And here we go. Or no, I can't. Let's see. Yeah, I can. And there we go. Game over. Almost got to level 13 on that deal. Very nice. So let's try another one here real quick. We'll pull down a Shaman. We'll use Old Thrall. He's one I'm leveling right now, so he's short on his cards a little bit. He's 16 to 20 on the basics. So who should we fight? Who should we fight? How about a Rogue? Serving beverages?
Thrall versus Valera.
Watch your...
Alright, take a look at the starting hand here. That's actually not bad. We might... Yeah, might have to just go with that. Frost Shock, Wind Fury, Rock Biter. Yeah, we'll go with that. Waiting for the Rogue to finish, and we get the coin. Because we are going second. They throw down an Elven Archer. It's going to shoot me once. Okay, and we get a Stone Tusk Boar. So, as you can probably imagine, the Shaman's special ability is laying totems. All of the World of Warcraft style totems are in the game. You hit this and it lays down a random totem. You don't know which one it's going to be. For the Rogue, Dagger Mastery. It's a hero power, equip a 1/2 dagger. So basically it'll sit over here and it'll allow the hero to have a direct weapon. So the hero can just start destroying stuff. So, what should we do here? We've actually got 3 level 1 options. We've got the Frost Shock, which will deal 1 damage to an enemy character and freeze it. If they freeze it, they can't move, as you can imagine. Rock Biter, I can give my guy a +3 to attack this turn, or I can throw down the Boar and just straight take out his little Archer, which I think we're going to do that. So, bye-bye Archer. We'll just do a straight trade and clear the board. And you can see here we're on a different map now, and you can turn the lights on and off a little bit. We can open and close the door. We can mess with the griffin. He doesn't like that. Break this glass up here. Oh, that's terrible. Alright, end turn.
I hope you like my invention.
Novus Engineer comes out. We'll draw a card for the rogue, and he can do nothing. And I get an Astral Healer. Restores a minion to full health and gives it taunt. That is very nice. To buff give a really strong, beast card to give him taunt. All right, so what should we do here? Wind Fury, that really isn't an option. Wind Fury, what that does is you give that to one of your minions, and it allows them to attack twice in a quick succession. I think what we'll have to do is just Rock Biter myself. Again, it's like I've got all these buff abilities and not really any minions on the field. I could have throw down some totems, but that really doesn't help me too much at this point. Yeah, we'll just end our turn and see what the rogue has. Oh, okay, he's officially pulling out his daggers now. He's gonna be serious, try and kill us. So basically what that meant there is he used up one of his 2 attacks, so that's why it's a broken shield with a 1. So next turn he'll have 1 more attack with those daggers. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to throw down the coin, which will give us another mana, and we're going to throw down our Tazdingo, which will give us a taunt, and we'll end our turn. Deadly Poison onto his weapon, which is going to make it a 3-1. He's going right after my taunt card. And he hit Dagger Mastery again. So he's keeping that weapon active. And I get a Hex. We'll turn somebody into a frog later on here. If he decides to play any minions. And again, I have like no minions to play either. So it's like, alright, what to do? I guess we're going to give the Tazdingo Wind Fury. And before we do that, let's lay down our first totem. And we get a good old-fashioned healing totem, which is very nice. So we will double strike. 1, 2, and the rogue's down to 21 already. And we get a heal. Come on, rogue, give me something here. Oh, an Assassinate, which is going to instantly destroy anything on the field as far as that guy. That's a tough card, that Assassinate. It doesn't matter what it is, he can just one-shot the sucker. Very tricky, very tricky. Well, we got a Frostwolf Grunt out now. I guess we'll go ahead and we'll lay him on the field. And we'll go ahead and we'll throw out yet another totem, and this time we get a Searing Totem. And we are out of draws, so we will end our turn. And he Deadly Poison yet again, 3. So he'll go after. Oh, and a Stormpike Commando comes out and shoots my taunt card, and he goes right after my hero. Alright, I get a Reckless Rocketeer, which we are definitely throwing down now. What to do? Stormpike Commando's got a 2. Alright, let's do this. We'll go ahead and we'll take out his little commando buddy. I guess we'll take the let's go. Actually, no, I can't do that. Have the totem knock him down 1 more, and we're gonna be done.
For the king!
Stormwind Knight comes out with a charge.
1 shot.
And another Elven Archer. He says, I don't like that totem, I'm gonna kill it. And he's going after my hero. So we are now even at 20-20. And I pull out a Murloc. Hey, can't go wrong with the Murlocs, right? Murloc Raider. No special ability. He's just there for good looks, right? And we'll go ahead and we'll throw down another totem. This time we get another Searing Totem. I still have 4 mana, but there's nothing really I can do with it. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and burn my Frost Shock. I'm going to take this guy out of contention. And you are frozen, sir. And we'll end our turn. And we get all healed up from the Healing Totem, and another Stormpike Commando comes out. He kills the Murloc in one shot. And the hero takes another bit of damage from the Rogue. The Elven Archer comes out, and Goldshire Footman. And more Dagger Mastery. He's just loading up. And I get another Murloc. So helpful. I would kill for some good cards right now. Seriously. The only thing I can do is just keep pulling out totems at this point, and I get a Wrath of Air, which is a +1 to spell damage in this game. So really, it doesn't help me at all. So what to do? What to do? The only thing we can do is kill his taunt card. So bye-bye totem. And I've got 5 mana that I can do nothing with. Come on, I need some good cards. Stormpike Commando attacks. He attacks. The Rogue attacks. I am down to 11. This is not looking good. The Elven Archer attacks. The Footman attacks. A Nightblade comes out. Strikes me for 3. I'm down to 6. Oh no. Another Frost Shock. Come on, guys. Give me something here. So I am dead next turn unless I can come up with something. Well, I cannot heal myself with that. He's got 2 4s on the field. I wonder if I can go ahead and frog one of his 4s. And I will. He'll take it down to a 0-1 so he can't attack me no more. Let us Frost Shock the other one. So let's see here. Let's throw down a totem. Let us pray for a taunt totem. Ah, darn. Well, let's go ahead and use our powers of the Murloc to kill off his taunt card. And I think that's all I can do. So let's see if he's got the powers to kill me. There's 4. There's 3. There's 2. He pulls out another Dagger Mastery. Pulls out a... Why is he going after that totem? Oh, he's gonna put it back in my... Oh, he's going to assassinate my other totem. So I survive another turn, and I get a Wolf Rider. Man, this is not good. Not good at all. What? I think I'm going to... I want to see if... Let's see if I can give the Wolf Rider taunt. So that should help me out here a little bit. What else could we do other than laying down another totem? Another Searing Totem. Let's go ahead and get the Wrath of Air back out there after he returned it to my hand. He's got 3 damage on the field right now, so he can kill me next turn. So I'm gonna have to kill his Stormwind Knight. Oh, I can't. I forgot. I got a frog up on the field. 1 health. I think I'm probably dead no matter what I do. If he was smart, he would use the Elven Archer to take out my Wolf Rider, and then he's going to use the Stormwind Knight to kill me. That's what... If he was smart, that's what's going to happen. So, let's see what happens. He didn't. He went after that guy, and he's going to take me down to 1, and he's going to use the hero to kill me. Alright, fair enough. But that's what happens when you just keep I just kept getting terrible card after terrible card. Like, no minions to put on the field for the longest time. There was nothing I could do with them. That is a shame. So, we're going to back out of that. I'm going to show you actually opening some packs. We'll see what this looks like. So, I've got 2 packs here, and we'll put it in the center. And we'll open it up here. Now, you can actually hover over the cards. And if we have something special, like that one's glowing blue, so that one's something interesting. Ooh, we got 2 blues. Alright. So, we'll go ahead and we'll flip these. And what are these last 2? We got a rare Void Terror and a Flare. Now, the cards in this game work, again, very similar to the World of Warcraft sort of loot system. You have commons, you have rares, you have legendaries, and then within those, you'll get like golden rares and that sort of thing. So you can see the little white crystal on these or the blue one on these, and that sort of helps you signify what is what. So I got some new cards for my guys here. Got one more pack to open. Let's hope for something lucky. Come on. Alright, what do we got? Come on. Alright, there's a blue. So 1 blue. Freezing Trap, a Spellbreaker, an Argent Protector, and a Silence. And the secret card is... not too bad. Paladin Hunter, Paladin Priest, and all classes. So those goes into my deck then. They show up as blue. So we'll just go through these here real quick and highlight them so they get out of my thing here. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is the basics of Hearthstone. Now, I'll be doing a lot more videos on this, doing details on all the heroes individually. I'm going to be doing some plays against real people. I'll be doing some arenas. I'll be doing some stuff with custom decks and all kinds of stuff. So I think what I'll do before I leave everybody is I'm going to do another game, and I'm going to do it with full sound with me not commentating. A lot of people are saying that this card game is the new best card game out there. They say it's going to be better than like Magic, it's going to be better than Wizards, and a lot of it has to do with the presentation. When you're on that battlefield, it's beautiful. You get awesome sounds, awesome music, spell effects, the way that the cards work with each other. It's not super complex, but it's also not super easy. It's right in that sweet spot, right in the middle. So I think what we'll do here, as I end my commentating, is we will do this final match with a priest. So, as you guys watch this last match, everybody stay tuned for my continuing Hearthstone coverage, and everybody keep playing and have fun.
Anduin versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine!
The light shall bring victory.
done. Ready to ride.
You're in trouble now.
Someone call for the doctor.
Is someone injured?
Job's done.
You're in trouble now.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
I don't have enough mana.
One shot, one kill.
Push forward.
Job's done.
For Nashtar.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.